Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. This is Speedgaming 2. This is the Mega Man 2. Which game am I commentating? I do that one too. I do that one too. But anyway, this is the Mega Man X 100% tournament. Our runners this evening are RealSdf and Delca. This is a semi-finals match of our tournament that started way back in July. With bumps in the road here and there, but we're here. We're almost there to the end. I'm Cyber and Bold on commentary. Alongside me is Stahlbosen, and I if I get it wrong, you can shock me.
It's okay. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody has a great time and is ready for some awesome Mega Man X gaming, which is coming up anytime soon because the time already started. You can see it in the top right. So they start any second now. This is a semi-final match in the tournament. The winner of this race has to face Demulon TV, and the loser fights for third place against Perfection, who almost got a 35 like recently. He's right there. So this could be an interesting third place match as well. But yeah, let's get going with this final here and the intro stage. Reset highway.
Yeah. So for those wondering why we have a third place race, it's because this tournament actually has a match arena that Speedgaming Live has set up for us. And if you wish to donate that, there's a link that will be provided. You can go there and donate towards the online portion of the Mega Man X 100% tournament, if you so wish, within your means, of course. There's also going to be an on-site tournament that I actually will be there in person. In about 3 weeks. I'll eventually provide the link for that here in chat. So if you wish to join the on-site tournament, you can click on that link and just jump right on in. There's no skill set required. Even if you know basic Mega Man X 100% routing, you're more than welcome to join in. In fact, last year the tournament was just 3 guys, myself and 2 others, who pretty much learned the route on the Saturday night prior to, and jumped right on in, and they did pretty well, except for Bow Spider happened.
Offline tournaments are always a different thing, and depending on the location, it's just hard to get there. But thankfully, there's also an online tournament, or there are online tournaments in games, so everybody still has opportunities to play different kinds of games. And yeah, we are having the intro stage, and both of us got through the intro quite well. Real with a sub 2 intro, and Delca just behind him. He had to be a little bit careful since he got 1 passive B and some drops he didn't want to collect. And Real's intro pretty much was kinda clean as far as I could tell. So far so good. Penguin stage is coming up, where we finally start the speedrun, I guess. I hope Real doesn't have the race nerves like he had yesterday. In the pre-room, we already talked about having a 3-way race for a German marathon on Monday, and Real was very close on the 2nd place behind Demulon at the end, but we all had some hiccups here or there. So let's see how it goes. So far, Penguin stage, nothing much going on. Shooting stuff, walking fast, even though you can't walk faster as the game allows you to. You can only destroy some stuff to reduce lag as much as possible.
And then there's the corner jump there.
So if anybody doesn't know, Mega Man walks faster if he walks down a slope, and by jumping you can keep the speed and the height, and therefore with a turnaround jump you can skip 1 corner jump kinda, or have a very fast corner jump right there. So anyway, we got the boots now, and it's to go fast.
Yeah, we can actually
small bonk there.
Yeah, we can actually begin the speed run.
Yep. The only quote-unquote downside to X1 as a speedrun is like you have 3 minutes of just walking, where in every other game you already have dash boots in the X series. Ooh, clean snowboard section here by 3. Almost. I just jinxed it. Got hit by the very last snowboard there. Other than that, it was pretty nice, and he will has to fight Chill Penguin now, which can be a real jerk.
As you know the old saying, birds are jerks.
Oh yeah, in this it's definitely true. Penguin, if he slides all over the place, we can't damage him. A few slides, you always get some slides, but if Penguin wants to, like, we already got 4, I guess.
He's getting all the slides.
So, and it's number 5, I think.
There we go, this will finish it.
Yeah. This is just, I mean, it's still okay-ish, but I think for a runner like Real, time-wise, it could be already some... Oh, fade out, nice. Could be a thing. Let's see where the time stops. 5 or 6, that's not too bad, right? At the moment where Delca finished Penguin, so they are still quite close to each other. Yeah, and what you saw on the left side was a fade out where you press start at a very specific frame, and you trick the game into quote-unquote being in the menu. That's why the music is getting lower, the volume is getting lower. And that saves 21 frames each time you do this, so yeah. 3 fade outs kinda equals 1 second there. And if you didn't know, also in 100% we have 3 routes you can play, like main routes, so to speak. In the medium/advanced or the toughest route, you go to this stage, Boomerang. Because with the boss weapon you get here, the boomerang, you can do a lot of fancy stuff, which is called the Phantom Grab. We can try to explain it later when we see it happen. The only downside is that for the hard container coming up at the end of that outside climb, we can't use the weapon we usually would, or we should do. Instead, we have to do a very specific jump at the very edge of the left side of the wall, and just barely made it up to the hard ledge and re-grab it there. Let's see on real side. Ooh, first try. Juicy. You love to see it.
It's also just
especially in race. Yeah, in a race marathon setting, you can easily lose a lot of time there because you just don't get it, and then you like start panicking, I guess. And Delca's second try. Wow, both runners.
That's very spicy.
Coming in hot here. Yeah. So Rio is a little bit ahead. He's already fighting Boomerang. As you can see,
I like to welcome everyone to the Headbangers Ball.
Yeah, some little tango session right there. So until he reaches 50% of his HP, he just he's doing the same stuff every time, as long as you don't make any mistakes, and it becomes random if he teleports all over the place or not. And Real, ooh, he is on fire. Holy moly, second fade out right there. So almost a second saved already.
Really, both of them are on fire here.
Oh yeah. So now the routes should diverge because Delca is going to Eagle next, which, as I said, is more like the medium route because it has one less trick. Real is going for the best route, the toughest route.
I was gonna ask if he was gonna do Ghetto.
Let's see. No, I think he's going for one. And he's going for at least one attempt here, I guess. Let's see.
Got it.
And he gets it. So you
he did not die.
He did not die. For a brief moment, you saw a little heart appearing inside the boomerang right there. That is what we call a phantom grab. And you collect an item, and the very next frame you load something into another item into the game, and you can trick the game into spawning that item into your boomerang. And on the right side, there has got the magic carpet, the most beautiful trick in the entire game, maybe even the series. So yeah, you can even phantom grab platforms or like boss doors. You can grab all kinds of stuff, and as I said, you collect something with the boomerang, and the very next frames you load something in the game, and yeah, the game gets confused and loads it into the boomerang you have at the moment. Why is doing so you saw the cave was completely dry, there was no water, where in the other routes you have water to have the easier setup for the hard. So why is Real doing that? The weapon you get at the very end of the stage, from Sting Chameleon, the C-Shot, is very, very helpful for two reasons. One is that it's the weakness of the boss Delca is facing now, and another one, which we can talk about later, because yeah, both runners fighting their bosses. Real has a very tough job on the left side, so he needs all the concentration now in the world. Where Delca, he has one easy time. Oh no, wait, it's the opposite.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so Sting Chameleon,
He came back.
Oh, super free. Yeah, the thing is with Storm Eagle,
No, he's gone.
He's often doing this, what he's doing right now. Only one dive, maybe.
Did it go back?
Maybe.
No, didn't go back up.
Oh, nice. Okay,
One dive. That's a real good eagle.
Yeah, that's very good RNG. On average, you get like something like 6 dives, and every time Eagle dives at you, you can't just do anything. You have to wait for him to come back, and that's a big reason why we want to have C-Sting, which is his weakness. So, yeah, best case C-Sting versus worst case Buster only. It's a lot. But hey, he's got second try Iceless, he got Magic Carpet, and a very good Eagle. So he should be happy now. Real
like
also has everything he needs.
He's not out of it.
Real little fancy right there.
Real could easily screw up later, and we've seen him do it and cost him a race.
Oh yeah. So he got the Magic Carpet, and
oh no!
Whoa! Wait, what is he doing? What? Why is Delca? Why is he resetting? It was doable. There was still a block on the bottom. Okay, I'm confused. Or was I blind?
I still like it because even though he's losing a lot of time here, he's just resetting the mammoth stage. But
the thing is, you can only lose the climb if you break the complete bottom row. You can still get it with one block, so I don't know why he did the crit out there.
You probably didn't know that. He probably hasn't been able to do that.
No, he couldn't do it. Well, or maybe he was like quitting out at the moment I was looking there, so maybe I was mistaken. But okay, that was strange. I don't know. Whatever.
Either way, it's put him in the hole now, though.
Yeah, unfortunate time loss, but he can continue the way he wants to. Anyway, Real is now facing Storm Eagle, and so far has good RNG. Oh boy.
That's a dead eagle. No dives.
No dives. What the hell is going on with this race? Oh my god.
Like, I could use this RNG in a few weeks.
Oh, definitely. Everybody wants this RNG.
Oh no!
No, he was too fast. He despawned his boomerang with the eating there. Oh, okay, now I got it. I think Delca's a little bit nervous. You can already tell that with the crit out there, reset.
You can just sense him just banging his head like with these small mistakes.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, but on the other side, Real has a very hot pace going on. I think I couldn't check the timer there, but at least he got all the stuff he wants to. He got Carpet, he rode it to the end. That's why I mentioned the marathon earlier, because yesterday he had Magic Carpet, but in the middle of the ride he just fell off and had to die. Had to took a death there. So yeah, he should be happy now that it was just 1 in a million accidents. Anyway, Flame Mammoth on the right side now, on Delca's side. He's also like pretty easy, can jump around a little bit and troll you if he wants to. But usually you just like time your tornado in a good rhythm and you always get a double hit no matter what. So speaking of the ceasing advantage, we already mentioned the boss fight with Storm Eagle, but the second big advantage here is the charge ceasing, which makes you invulnerable. You can just bypass almost every obstacle you want, and you can also reduce lag frames. You get less lag, which is not very noticeable, but it adds up a little bit. So, yeah. This is like another nice advantage right there. Let's see. We're fighting Mammoth now. Meanwhile, Delca already in the Armadillo stage. Spark Mandrill stage.
A little ahead of ourselves. He wishes he was. He kind of wishes he was an Armadillo stage, but you know things happen.
Yeah, maybe he could almost be there, but yeah. Stuff just happened in a race, sadly. Real is right behind, but he's going to the Penguin stage first now. Yep, since we already have all the tools to get the hard container for the revisit, which is required as a revisit.
I mean, the only real tool we need is the flamethrower, but you know, having C-Sting, cloaking, and dashing all the way through this just makes it just a wee bit easier.
Yep, you see, like, Real, like, just by passing everything, and since you have all the tools at this point of the run, if you do C3, you can just do it now for, like, a little bit easier maneuvering. So, it doesn't really matter when you do it. It's just that, even though Delca seems to be yet, he still needs to do one extra stage then, and the revisit. And he's fighting Mr. Punchy Man, Spark Mandrill. Let's see.
No dash.
Yep. Just sitting there in the corner, hitting the eye shots.
I mean, it makes sense. You're either going to jump off the wall and damage into him, or you know, just do damage as is. Either way, it's an easy fight with Ice Shotgun.
As long as you don't get all the punches in the world, you always have a decent Mandrill fight. The stage itself can be a little bit tricky with the movement and everything. You can easily lose time for like smaller mistakes there. No. But Mandrill itself normally isn't a big difficult fight. So yeah, Armadillo coming up. Or Delca. Let's see if he's going for another Phantom Grab, which is hidden in the stage. But that Phantom Grab it's optional, I would say. Let's see. Oh, he's trying. I think was he trying to pause buffer there? I don't know.
I think he was, but unfortunately we don't have his audio up, so.
Yeah, but you would see that the screen is like freezing for a second, so he didn't got it, unfortunately. This is a trick what we call the booty grab. You can phantom grab the eating on the left side into your inventory, which saves some time if you get it first try, and even still some time if you get it second try. Yeah, Real is now at the boss. Meanwhile, Delca getting the hard in Dillo stage. And yeah, the armor upgrade in the C3 route. Matter is a little bit easier because you can just dash into him and deliver your shots to like maximize your chances of getting a hit. And since you have the armor, you just don't take much damage there, and don't risk dying.
Taking less damage is nice.
Definitely. Armadillo. Nice Dillo for Delca. He opened up like second bonk, I would say. I don't know how you would say it. He can also be one of the jerks, like if he wants to, he rolls around the screen for like many seconds.
Anything more than one bonk is bad.
Ooh, really like messing up his jump. Let's see if he gets the
Nope.
Sadly not.
Oh well, it doesn't matter either way, folks, because we're gonna come back here anyway, so we'll be getting that sub tank regardless.
We have to see the stage again. That's interesting.
Oh, spoilers! Sorry.
Spoilers? How could this be? We read everything. So anyway, yeah, Delca is in Launch Octopus stage now, the second to last stage. Meanwhile, Dillo is the second to last stage for Real here. And when Real is getting into the next stage, you will also see a bigger difference in how the stage plays out, since teasing is also very helpful in that stage here.
Yeah. Especially for the very specific reason why.
Yeah.
Oh,
a little bit too slow.
He's shooting in the wrong direction. There we go. He's got it now. Not enough.
He messed up the timing.
Yeah, missed the frame. I was like, just fire a shot right there.
If you mess up your setup, it's just easier to just jump over to the ship and just do the tornado right into his face.
Yeah.
That's way easier as a backup strat than what Delca unfortunately tried, but it's okay. He still managed to keep going and deal with the third fade out, I guess. So yeah, good job saving 1 second right there during the run already. He has one more chance. Well, you can even technically fade out in the Sigma stages, but that's definitely a frame perfect trick, because if you press start too early, you just the pause menu, and that's unnecessary time loss right there. So don't do this.
Well,
unless you really need to.
I believe he's going to go for a certain trick when we get there, but we'll see.
Yeah. And as you can see, the difference really is just hitting the C-Sting button, standing right into the submarine there and destroying it from the inside. Way easy. And meanwhile, Delca has, I think it was the first suck, if I
yes,
correct.
That was the second one.
It was the second one. Oh, okay.
Which is still bad.
Nice damn kill here for Real.
Never seeing Octo go into suck mode.
Yeah, one is definitely fine, but you can work around one. After the second, with the second one, it's getting a little bit annoying to play around this. Unfortunately, we can't deal any damage while he's doing that whirlpool animation, and we have to play around it. Try to end it early or charge up your rolling shield, for example. So last stage for Delca, and as you can see, there's water some out of nowhere, and yeah, if you're beating certain bosses in the game, some stages might change, and this makes the hardware way easier. And Real already getting the first suck right there. Let's hope that it's just that one here. Ooh, Octopus jumping high, always scary if he's going for it.
Got the rebound there.
Nice. Only one. That's fine. That's totally fine. Meanwhile, Delca did a fantastic job fighting GBD, aka Green Light Cadet. So you can already tell that Real has a very nice lead over Delca, since he's still in his last stage. And he has to do the revisit for Penguin, and Real instantly goes back to Armadillo, because there's still one item missing. Plus some secrets.
Some very secrets.
Plus, yeah, nobody knows. Best kept secret in the world, and no drop for the second try, unfortunately. Alright. Well, yeah, this trick is just... Sometimes it's just RNG. It doesn't matter how good you perform your movement there. If you don't get a drop, you just can't do it.
Speaking of getting it up, didn't get his cloak off there either.
Yeah. So So for the second time now, you see on the right side the hardest fight in the entire game. Chameleon, and he should have enough boomerangs. Always count our boomerangs on green biker, GBD on the green biker dad. He's also weak to boomerang, and
he's gonna do one dash lemon here.
Yep. And meanwhile, Real is dying. Oh my god, he's so bad. What? He's dead? Oh my god. Rip that first run.
The door was right there.
Yeah, interesting. So I guess everybody already knows who just saw one of those Mega Man X speedruns.
Just fill in time.
Yeah, for this technique, you have to die. You have to see a specific spot multiple times, and yeah, the fastest way of doing this is like, oh no! Ooh, that was close.
that was not going to count.
I was just saying you have to see a specific spot, and Real didn't see it. That's why he had to do this little backup. And well, if you're super duper unlucky, that casts you right into the boss door, and then you have to redo the whole stage to get to that point again. I think this happened to everybody at least once. So let's see. Oh!
He did the thing.
What? That was interesting. He just jumped into the door like on purpose, I guess.
I could be mistaken here, but I don't think he had enough lives.
I think it said 2 lives. I don't know.
Either way.
Or did you thought it was a spider wizard? I don't know.
We get to take full credit for a bit of cursing here.
Yeah. It's so much stuff going on, and we missed the important things. Okay, we definitely have to ask him to be sure so we don't say anything wrong here.
Didn't get it.
So, well, at least both runners have some sort of like oopsie.
We get story time.
That doesn't matter if it was on purpose or like by accident. At least both have some sort of oopsie. Real making it like a little bit more fair. So the timer just got red, so I think this is definitely the last bit, yeah. I don't know.
No missile.
Yeah, I also missed the most important threat in the entire game, which saved exactly 0 frames. Real. No, not like this. The disappointment is real.
the run's invalid.
Definitely. I mean, there's definitely one super unnecessary threat right at the very end. If he gets this threat, this trick, then it's okay again. I don't want to spoiler too much. Maybe we will see it later. There's definitely a 0 frame time save at the very end of the run. So nice leap there. If you're like fast enough, jumping off these green platforms, you can just barely make a quick cycle jump there. But it can be a little bit tricky, and Real is going for the well, it's now 9 HP while I guess. There's a little bit newer strat. Usually you have to take damage until you have 6 HP or lower for that thing Real is doing right there. Overlapping some cutscenes, text box, and everything. And you will see now the fight is already starting while the text box does start. No softlock by Real. Good job. Good job, Real.
That's always the important part.
Yeah.
Just don't press start until you see this coming up text box. Then you can press start. Had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah, it's also one of those things that happen to everybody at least once in their speedrun career of this game. Same with the mammoth breaking blocks and everything, or like getting jumped into the Armadillo Revisit boss door. Like everybody had this happen to them.
Also, say goodbye to Vile.
Yep. And Delca just hitting the Hadoken, and apparently his timer is still green. I don't know if he's having some race splits going having up or something like that.
No, he's not running with splits today.
Okay, just a normal timer then. All right. I was like wondering that this would be still green. I don't know. Meanwhile, Real sadly had a little bonk at the end of that spring section. So he lost his, sadly lost his charge and also had to use one E-Tank for the Hadoken. And oh, Kuweng got with the trolls here. Oh, Real. What are you doing as a backup? He's thinking about it. Oh, barely got the burst.
didn't get pixeled there.
Oh man, RNG wise, both runs started so good, but the game is like taking revenge on the runners right now.
What's
going on?
It's taking its revenge on Real right now.
At least, yeah.
The game wants Delca to get a little closer.
And it's definitely one of the worst things that can happen. Kuwenga just teleporting away from the Hadoken there, and also getting spider babies. But it's okay.
As long as you don't miss the first Hado on Bow Spider.
Yep. Doing Spider without their token, that's super annoying and loses you a lot of time. So
Unless you're not
getting out
unless
of
unless you're not doing 100%, then whatever.
Yeah, then it's something else, I guess. Delca also didn't have the soft lock there. So far, good. Little relief here.
Alright, into the door we go. And just to know what our cycle is, one ice shotgun last, jump over that, and Hado.
Yep.
I never knew that was going to be the same thing until someone in this tournament actually told me.
Well, what should I say about this? It's not that it's like discovered. It got discovered yesterday, I guess. So
I didn't. I mean, I just
knowable. Yeah, it can happen, I guess. So the good thing about these bosses, the refights in this specific stage, they always start the same way, and as long as you don't make any mistakes, you always get your Hadoken in. Let's see if Real gets it for Eagle. Yep. 100% success chance as long as you don't do any mistakes.
Delca just bonked there. There we go. Okay.
Oh, lucky backup drop. Speaking of mistakes, at the very moment he bonked something. But a very lucky backup drop. You don't have to use an E-Tank there.
Okay. He's missing his jumps.
Ooh, difficult pattern, but Delca gets it. And on the left side, Real is facing Rangna Bangna now. Let's see if what.
If it just didn't come the way it did, that'd have been great.
No.
Oh well.
Did he have an E-Tank left? I think so, right?
No, he
used it, right?
No, Quanger took all of his subs.
Oh yeah, right. So that was unlucky. He got a decent opening at least, but difficult to react. But it's okay. Just do it the classic way, I guess. And oh, Delca also got a block and the backup drop too. What is going on? This is like a big RNG fiesta. This race. Holy moly.
Alright, so
interesting. Sigma 3, last regular stage, if you wanna put it that.
Regular, put that in quotes.
Yeah, definitely in quotes. Let's see, Real with the Delca with another janky section, unfortunately. I don't know if he has an E-Tank left. Let's hope the best.
Maybe?
Let's see, he's not killing. Oh, he's killing stuff. Okay, he's farming, I guess, or not?
He's farming now.
He didn't get it. This is. Yeah. Oh, he still got one. Even two.
He didn't want to wait. He didn't want to waste it. That's all it comes down to.
Meanwhile, Real hitting all the important tricks, skipping one entire refight, and also hitting the air Hadoken on Sting Chameleon. So, yeah. Right now, he's in a very good spot for the stage. He's just going for some YOLO strats, I guess. Trolled by Spark Manual. It's fine.
Always are.
Yep. And Delca fighting Rengar now. And he also gets a very good opening. At least one blue eye.
He touched those.
Nice. Oh, he gets the red eye, definitely. Yep. Missed the last shot.
Just missed it, but either way.
Still in stage, except that one max section there, but everything else was pretty clean so far. Same on real side, but he's still like almost a stage ahead now.
Well, he's been a stage ahead for a while now.
Yeah, sure.
I think Delca's just made maybe like 10-15 seconds up, but either way, something catastrophic will have to happen on real side for Delca to make the gap.
Oh no!
Well, that's definitely not going to help.
That's bonus content for the viewers, I guess.
This is DLC, folks.
Yeah, that's a showcase. That was on purpose. Yeah, nice backup strats. Let's see if Real finishing off. Yes.
Strongest
Faster token there. So in case if you guys don't know, like Real's PB is like I think 2 minutes faster than the one of Delca. So he was the favorite from the start. So being that close for Delca is actually quite impressive, you can say.
Unfortunately, the rain spikes happened, and
and Delca gets scammed.
More bonus content for you folks.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, Real got scammed by Boomer Kowenga in Sigma 1, and Delca now got scammed by Chameleon. Sadly, this just can happen. That's called RNG, folks. Everybody knows. Best thing in the world for a speedrunner. So, Real was finishing up the race, doing the three stages of hell fights, which are definitely not hell, because the first two ones are super free. Yep.
Now, just a note, our third place race will, as well be best of one, but our finals will be best of 3.
Yeah, that will be hot. So, time is coming up on the left side for Real. Unfortunately, this boss is not Hadouken English. I don't know.
Hadoukenable.
Yeah, we have to use the rolling shields, and time is coming up on the last hit. Let's see if he can still get a sub 37, and
Got
yes,
it.
nice GG 36-56 with one re-visit, extra re-visit. Real, I hope he doesn't forget the extra bonus. Let's see. Yes, he uses the E-Tank. Run is valid. Woo. Interestingly, you can still use a sub-tank even though you already beat the game. Just why? Just because you can. Yeah. So big 0 frame time save for the cutscene. Good job. Meanwhile, Delca is now at the end of Sigma 3. Let's see. Missed the token strat. Didn't get the backup pattern. And got scammed by D-Rex. You hate to see it. Let's see. Get it now.
I'm always
nice.
I'm always getting scammed by D-Rex.
Nice backup right there. And yeah. He is also almost done with the race. One last stage.
I'm trying to see if Real wants to come in for the post race here.
Maybe he's waiting for the run to finish, the race to finish. Let's see. And Delca is also coming in hot now. The big climb.
The long climb.
Little fun fact for casuals: you saw that little worm coming out of that hole. If you just charge a rolling shield, you can just sit the wall and just wait and wait and wait, because they have a very high drop chance for weapon and life energy, so you can easily farm your sub-tanks if you need to.
See, I If I need to farm sub tanks, I'll go to Dillo stage. Thank you.
This is also an option, I guess.
Well, the main reason is because there's more enemies, and they can get them back on screen, and I don't have to keep pressing B.
Yeah.
I guess the downside is I would have to leave Dillo stage and then come to Sigma 4, where you're already here. Plus, you're having to wait for each and every caterpillar to come out. Plus, you get multiple drops from the bats. Anyway, we're coming close to the end here. We got a few more shots of rolling shield.
I think he got blocked by the claw at the very start. This is very annoying for a runner if the claw just don't cooperate and you have to wait for him to warm up. And time! GG! RealSdf taking the race. 37 over 39.40. Or like 36 something it was, I guess.
Yeah. Either way, it's a really good race by both of our runners here. Real was just in the waiting room and then he hopped down.
And let's see if he comes back in. So Real is will now face Demulan TV in the grand finals in the coming weeks, and Delca can still get third place in the tournament by fighting off Perfection. Let's see, Real. Do we have to drag him here, or no? He can just join, right? Ha! I just drag him. Ha! The power now.
Hey guys, we can do both. We're gonna give him no choice here. We're gonna drag him in here and force the real questions out of him.
Yeah, I actually liked it in the sub room. It was nice and cozy down there.
The Magic Carpet Legend. How was the race?
I mean, the race was amazing. I was on PB pace until Dillo, I think.
You were on PB. Let's be honest. You were on PB base until Boomer Quangress said no.
No. I mean, at that point, I already went in the Dillo bot door and lost a minute.
By the way, can you explain why? Because it looked like you jumped into the door by yourself, like on purpose. But
I don't know.
I thought you were still on the last revisit, so I was confused why you jumped into the door.
I don't know. So
there was
the thing
no
is,
reason.
like the visit before was already closed, and then it was implanted in my head, and I was like, "Don't jump in the door! Don't jump in the door!" And then, I mean, it had to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like confused why you did this, because, but yeah.
Yeah, but now I can tell you guys it loses 1 minute and 10 seconds. Yeah. Roughly.
I honestly thought you were lower on lives, like up. He's probably just redoing the stage so he doesn't have the dot game over.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean yeah.
Delca's, I think, is not coming in here, but he also had some similar oopsie, if you want to say it like that, because he broke down not the complete bottom route, but the right side of the bottom block, you know? Only the bottom right block. And then he just hit reset button and used the password.
Wait, doesn't he know that you can still hit it?
I don't know. The problem is I couldn't see it like the whole time. He was just doing the reset when it happened, when I saw it. Maybe he thought he broke the whole bottom row, or we didn't know it, but it looked like he made a reset from nothing, I guess. Like a soft reset, you know?
Yeah.
On the console, not a real reset.
Wait, but then his run was really good, right? Otherwise.
Anything else? Yeah, he got second try Iceless and one dive eagle. It was one dive eagle.
Imagine getting dives.
Yeah, but after that Mammoth thing, I think he like got nervous and some minor mistakes got into his run, especially in the Sigma stages. Got a few mistakes, but but before that the 8 math was very good by him. Very good. I mean, you both got very good RNG, I guess. You had like no dive eagle, first try Iceless, and C3 carpet. So definitely, you said you were on PB pace until Dillo, so yeah, obviously it was a good early game.
I was +4 going out of Mandrill. So my PB doesn't even have booty. So if I would have hit booty, I would have been like -5.
Yeah, and you also saved a whole second during the run, right? Was it 3 or 4?
Yeah, 3. So 63 frames.
Juicy.
I hit the first 2 and I was like, yeah, this is the live 8 fade out run.
Yeah.
But no.
The legend.
Okay, so I noted my major mistakes that made me mad. So obviously the Dillo door. And then I got 7 rolls on Dillo. And then my TV, so when my TV is active for 4 hours, I get a huge notification on the bottom right that says in 1 minute your, oh no, 10 seconds? No, I think it's 1 minute. Your TV will turn out. And I was like, fuck. Oh, I don't think I can say that. Whatever.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. And I had to stand up and press the buttons on my TV during Dillo stage, and that's why my movement before and a bit after booty was weird. Because I had to run through my room, press buttons that I couldn't see, and yeah. And then yeah, at Rangda, I screwed up. Got a red eye and didn't cross him because the red eye was above me, and then I got hit and had to do him any % and missed the nose quicker.
Yeah, sadly you had to use, I think, 1 or 2 sub-tanks in Sigma 1. You also got the bonk before the Tiki Climb, right? And Kuwenga, the 5.
Yeah, the Tiki Climb bonk happened to me a lot in practice today. I don't know why it happens. I think I have to release a bit earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was still a very nice run by both of you. And we already mentioned the grand finals coming up like soonish, the next weeks. The refight versus Demulant.
Yeah, the destruction finals.
Yeah.
You think you have a shot? I guess you have, right?
Oh, I mean, obviously.
You have to finish at least 7 seconds apart.
He's there. He's just being there is a shot in itself.
Yeah, I mean, I think I actually have better chances at best of 3. Because I'm playing more right now, so I should be more consistent than him. But let's see. Because he hasn't played in a while and is still a bit rusty, I think.
No, but Demulant is a god gamer. If
I know.
God gamer mode,
I know.
he destroys everybody.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's
the best final we could wish for, because the on paper the best runners of the tournament are in the grand finals now. So this will be this could be really fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, we just raced yesterday.
That was fun. Yeah, and we also have like Delca and Perfection fighting for 3rd place. This could be also very interesting, because I already mentioned Perfection almost hitting a 35 yesterday or 2 days. No, it was yesterday.
No, it was.
So
wasn't it 2 days?
He's on fire. Yeah, well, depending on time zones.
Okay, yeah, for us. Wait, let me look at this run.
Perfection is on fire, so it could also be very interesting, very entertaining to see.
Yeah, here it is. 22 seconds ahead after Rangda.
So lots of good Mega Man X gaming at the moment.
Oh, he missed Dillo skip.
Yeah, sad.
That's so sad. Oh, that was easy 35 pace. I didn't see that. I just put GG under it. Oh no.
Yeah. He also got scammed by Chameleon afterwards, and then scammed by D-Rex.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, his sum of best is crazy, so he can easily get a 35. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he'll have it until his race. So 3rd place race is best of 3 as well, right?
No.
Third place is going to just be best of 1.
Okay. Okay.
Only grand finals will be best of 3. That's the special race.
Either way, well before that.
Right. Either way, we got get those on the boards sooner than later. But we're here. we're at the end. There's daylight at the end of this tunnel, and then you guys don't have to deal with me for maybe 6 months. I don't know.
Yeah, don't worry. Demulant and I won't be having any trouble scheduling. Can't speak for the other runners, but do you want like third place to be before finals to make it more climactic?
I would, but at the same time, I'm more with the mindset of let's just get them on the board.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
All right. With that being said, I don't know if you guys have anything left, but I think we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't have anything left yet.
I just hope everybody in the audience enjoyed the run, and yeah, have a great night, great evening, or great morning, and see you guys next time, I guess.
Yep. So
Bye-bye.
stay tuned. Yep. So stay tuned for those races. RealSdf and DelcaMX for the grand finals, and Profection and Delca for third place. We'll have them on the board and here on your local speed gaming channels soon enough. But until then, take care. Have a nice evening, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. So I'm off to bed. I have to sleep now.
Hot Mike.
Hello, friends. Welcome to this episode of the Speed Gaming Time Spinner Randomizer Tournament. We've got an absolute banger for you folks today. The finals of the second chance bracket, the overall tournament semifinals. We've got Waffle Soup on the left. We've got Winfei Maiden on the right, duking it out for the privilege of facing against Tonberry James in the overall tournament finals. I am Jim the Eternal. With me in the booth is SEZ. Zed, how you doing?
I'm doing good. A little bit tired, but good nonetheless.
Fantastic.
I've had quite the day.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be quite the race. So I'm sure that'll go equally well,
Quite the day
or
for
hopefully
quite the
better.
race. Yeah.
Yeah, so Waffle Soup actually here after quite a long run in the second chance bracket, back in the second round of the tournament, so fighting through a bunch of people to get here. Winfei Maiden actually hoping for her rematch since she was knocked into this bracket by Tonberry James near the end of the upper bracket. So both have a lot of tournament experience under their belt and a lot to fight for here. We've got the gate dropped, so we'll be seeing the stream catch up in a moment. Anything in particular you're looking for, Zed?
I'm not sure I'm hoping for anything particular. I mean, both of these runners are wonderful and really good at this game. So maybe we'll look at double jump light wall. See how technical they can get with, albeit less than optimal movement, but still really good movement.
Yeah, like both of these runners very consistent. I'm actually hoping to see a longer siege, so maybe something in lab, maybe something in Dad's Towers, just so they can really show off and we can see kind of how they match up against each other in that way.
For sure. I think that would be good as well. I see Winfei's timer counting down. We're gonna be on our way here in just a moment.
All right, let's get Neutral Empire starting orb. Let's go.
Neutral Empire?
Neutral Empire, why not? You
that
gotta
what we're
predict
up
something,
for?
right?
I do.
Another plus, exactly like I called it.
In terms of damage, we have the damage. And fire. Bad fire,
Yeah.
but fire.
Yep. Infernal Flames minus, not going to be very good for damage, but it is going to let them burn the vines, so that's a couple of checks they'll have access to once they get present access. And in the meantime, we'll see where they head. Given this starting set of orbs, I'm not really predicting a serene dip. You kind of want a little bit more damage or maybe some progression here in these early few checks. Water Mask, okay. That definitely changes things.
We've got access to anywhere we could want, and the one-time spinner gear.
Oh, that's a big early start. So this is ominous. This is an omen, a harbinger of things to come. Of course, our runners need all 5 of the time spinner pieces, of which this gear is 1. There are 3 gears. There is also a time spinner spindle and a time spinner wheel, and they're going to need all of those in order to get access to the final boss in the Ancient Pyramid at the end of the game. Getting a piece this early doesn't necessarily mean something, but it could be a predictor that this is going to be a short seed. There's multiple ways to get into the pyramid, and if they get the mysterious beacon, they can just warp there without needing to go through most of the rest of the game. Any divergence here? Nope, they both decided on the same thing. So there is a trick where you can continue going left from where they warped out and explore some parts of Lake Serene. With the Water Mask, they probably have access to the warp point underneath Azure Queen, the warp point in front of the Maw Caves, and that would have been a good place to explore to. But I think they wanted a bit more in the way of equipment and abilities before they go out that far.
I mean,
here they are.
Equipment is so huge in this game. I mean, sure, levels influence your damage as well as the individual orb levels, but unless we're seeing a Galaxy Earrings or the Selen's Bangle, you're not getting a whole lot of damage out of just levels. So we're looking for really good equipment, either the Empire Crown or one of the various crowns, and our Eternal Coat, which is our best in slot armor.
So we're actually seeing a very cool minor divergence here. Waffle Soup, wow, picking up the light wall. Okay, I'm going to finish this thought, and then we're going to go back to that. Waffle Soup going up to the castle and grabbing the warp point before heading back down here towards these caves. Winfei just heading straight to the caves and missing the light wall check. So that's actually a pretty big deal here. Light wall, of course,
nice
one of
random
the...
hat drop.
Oh, yeah, nice. Well, of course, one of the 2 ways of getting infinite vertical. Lightwall is the one that requires a lot more aura to use. Oh, Waffle Soup not actually checking the caves? That's interesting.
Might have just been going down to tag the warp. That's been a pretty popular thing in this tournament. People have been burned, so might not be betting on the caves having anything important, but still wants that quick access, and it's got a wheel.
Well,
that's
Waffle...
not direct access. What am I trying to say? That's not direct access, since we know Winfei will be picking up that light wall, so it's not going to unlock anything that we didn't already have access to.
That's true.
But it is 1 of 5, and it is great for mobility. Being able to stop enemies in time and use them as platforms is massive.
Absolutely true. Picking up a neutral eye orb for Waffle, which she may or may not decide to use. I think eye orb is one of those orbs that benefits a lot from the jewelry box, so you can get a huge advantage, kind of a bigger buff on it than you would for a lot of other orbs. But Nether Plus is just a really big orb anyway.
It is. It's slightly faster than our blue orb and has the capability to spawn these nether portals that deal a ridiculous amount of damage, we'll just say.
Winfei now having picked up her own light wall, heading into the moat, so slightly behind Waffle Soup, but Waffle Soup still needs to go into those caves. And by virtue of picking up that warp down at the bottom, near the cave's entrance, it seems likely that Waffle Soup is planning on going there sooner rather than later.
Yeah. I wonder how much time Winfei will make up due to time stop movement, though.
Yeah,
Since
that's true. This is a thing that...
Yeah, this is an area that benefits a lot from having that time stop movement.
It definitely does. Waffle Soup has called out in previous games that she is very used to using the wheel for time stop to help navigate, and not having that she's really going to be feeling that lack. Oof, Winfei ending up in Lightwall jail. Unfortunate. Ducking out and coming back in. Doesn't wanna orphan this check. Oh, nope. Decided it's not worth it.
We will come back later.
Yeah.
That one's very finicky with just a light wall.
It really is, and that's a couple of false starts too many. I absolutely understand that.
I mean, it does have time stop available. You know, what I would like to say intended way to get up there.
Waffle Soup picking up Empire Plus, not immediately switching to it, so maybe not a favorite of hers.
Empire's
also picking up Also picking up the B card, which is again one of those things that's going to be useful once they have present access, but at the moment doesn't really do a whole lot for them.
They got a lot of stuff going for them. Like, they're obviously dipping out on Lake Serene pretty early. Winfei might be more inclined to having that time stop, maybe being a little bit more comfortable with going through there. Which Waffle Soup doesn't have currently, but you know, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Oh, Waffle Soup doesn't have pink. There was pink in the cave too.
Yeah, the plasma guys are in the cave. Okay. Waffle Soup giving the Golden Idol location a miss. I think that is a place that she'll probably come back to. It's not generally something that you skip completely, but going up here, attacking the warp first, maybe just going to get warp shards before heading back is a completely reasonable play.
Warp shards, being able to go get onesie twosies without as much time loss, allowing you to warp back to any of these warp points, just like that, actually.
Ooh, Waffle Soup going towards Serene now, so not checking out those Siren Caves. Maybe planning on grabbing them as part of the loop, coming down through the Maw Caves and back up. She does have both the Mask and the Light Wall, so no matter what state those caves are in, she can get all of the checks there. So it's probably a pretty good incentive for her to go that direction.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Winfei, we'll see which direction Winfei heads, whether she grabs the extra checks at the Golden Idol location, whether she decides to head into Alana's towers, or just follow in Waffle's footsteps again.
I didn't catch what boss that was.
It came up a little bit too quickly for me.
Whatever, we have decided we are not fighting it right now. So we will be back later for whatever boss that was at Cantoran. Garrett saying it's Zerion.
Believable.
Yep, that is a hard miss for me, even with that Light Wall Plus.
So we have our present access for Winfei Maiden, and it is again in the area that Waffle Soup decided wasn't worth her time. The Golden Idol area now. So Waffle Soup has missed out on the wheel, which Winfei has, and now Waffle Soup has missed out on present access. I didn't see where it warped to, but maybe we'll get a map check from
that
Winfei.
either. Well, I imagine. Well, I don't know how long you put off Lake Serene, especially with that modern access.
With the modern access and
unless it
fire.
was sewers. Yeah, I was about to say unless it was sewers, but we still have the way to get out of sewers. It's just
Yeah, Winfei's got the elevator keycard from the caves as well.
yeah,
Winfei actually
elevator
going
indeed.
towards the Golden Idol fight. You don't usually see people do this, so this is very completionistic from Winfei's side. Just not a thing that she wants to come back for, and she feels very confident going into this fight. Cool to see.
And with twins at twins, we will not be able to preview that item, which is junk since Winfei didn't even bother picking it up. But Idol being weak to blunt damage as well as radiant damage fell very quickly.
Oh, more
to
light
say the
on Dale for
least.
Winfei. Yeah, just an incredible boss fight, right? Like, she churned through that so quickly. And now we have the pink room, the Yas Queen room, which Waffle was unable to check.
With a gear!
With a gear! Oh my gosh, the amount of progression Winfei is finding in all of the places that Waffle Soup has decided not to check. This is wild! It's like the seed was designed for Winfei.
This seed... Oh, there's a spindle.
And we know the spindle now is in Serene, just right in a place that's easily accessible, so it's not a thing that Winfei's gonna miss once she heads out there.
Yeah?
So we're
And
missing
this
the
is-
third
this is
gear, and
crazy.
we're missing pyramid access.
Yeah. Some way into pyramid.
We have pyramid access.
No, we have pyramid access. Waffle Soup didn't pick that up. Went
If Winfei-
straight for the warp shards.
If Winfei finds the third gear here in Alana's towers, that's it. That's everything. Everything is available in the past. Present access just entirely unneeded.
They're high Cantoran by Cantoran. Cantoran is weak to aura damage, which the Empire Orb does. Goodbye. That's that.
Yeah, especially at the Azure Queen location, right? There is pink for Waffle. So even if Waffle never goes into the caves, which she has to get the wheel, she can at least get that to that pink room.
Yes, time stop movement.
Yeah, very cool from Winfei, mixing in the time
Gas
stop
mask.
and the light wall. Gas mask.
Gas mask. Gas mask with the present access as well as fire. Yeah, this is certainly a seed.
This is certainly a seed.
I cannot imagine how shaky Winfei must be feeling. 3 items. You feel like you just haven't made a wrong turn yet. Everywhere you go, you find more important items. Well, yet to be seen important, but
Right.
you know,
Winfei
they
making the
unlock
choice to
things
do
at the very
single
beginning.
jump light wall here in Alana's towers. Waffle, I think, deliberately heading over to Serene instead of coming up here all the way because she's looking for better vertical. This is a hassle to do with only single jump and only light wall as your vertical.
It is. With the time stop, it really helps, but obviously you need to have sand, which Chaos State removes from you at a very fast rate.
And easy to get chaosed out here too.
There's a few enemies out here that will hit you with the Chaos State.
Waffle
Just
Soup
like one or two.
finding one of her laser accesses, which is something that, should the lab be required, is going to be important. One of 3. All 3 are necessary in order to get past the military hangar in the present. But the way the seed is going, it seems unlikely that it'll be necessary. Windface stuck regenning mana. Oh no, that hurts so bad. This is the downside of
It
Light
really
Wall being your
does.
only vertical.
Seeing if she can get the plasma pod towards her, maybe to
Oh
light
yeah,
wall
to
jump
try and
off,
time stop off it.
or yeah, the time stop jump off, but gets enough mana. Everything is okay.
She's already checked this, hasn't she?
Yes, she has.
Hmm. And she's out.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fair.
That tracks. That tracks.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Winfei will be leaving the rest of that tower for when she has better vertical, as can be expected. So we'll see her trailing behind Waffle Soup over into Lake Serene now. And not sure whether... So looking at Waffle's tracker, Waffle has found the D card, something that is relevant for present, and one of the laser gates, one of the laser accesses, but not much else. Oh, the Spindle, and the Spindle, which we know is in Upper Serene.
Yes. Also that A card, which is more random present access.
Didn't even notice the A card was there. So Waffle now heading into the caves. Yeah, just the end of the Maw loop going into the caves. And this makes a lot of sense. And is how she's going to use that warp. By using the elevator to break that floor, you can then get into that chest at the top of the elevator showers, or the top of the elevator shaft from Maw, by warping to the entrance of these caves and then coming back from that side. There's that wheel. She's got the key card in hand. She's going to grab this chest and then warp. Lab coat not particularly useful at this point, given they're sitting on Eternal Coat.
Yeah, it is, after all. Winfei doing the Serene, and Waffle.
Oh, Waffle
Wheel
using
spindle,
that wheel
wheel
and spindle
spindle.
to get present access. I like this. I hope this doesn't lead her astray. But that is definitely
She's
one
got-
of the two
she's
ways
got
to
a
get
lot
access
she can
to
do.
present. Yeah, there's
So-
definitely a ton of checks here, right? She's got the D card, she's got the B card, so there's a ton of different things to do. She can clear out most of the library, no tablet yet, but most of the library. No Kobo, so no Ifrit fight. But she has the option to go left to Desolation from here, or to go right into the elevator towers, given that she has the elevator key card in hand. So a lot of stuff. And
And
any of it
right,
could have
Oculus
that
ring.
third gear, right?
It really could. We did spot an Oculus ring. Time to go walk back to all of the breakables. So
What are
many
those are
onesie-twosies
things that
around.
those are things that I think Waffle Soup doesn't really like going back to do. So we might see those being faded for a bit unless it can be worked into otherwise routing bigger areas. But we'll see whether or not she decides to go back for some of that stuff. We know there's at least one thing that she has to go back for.
Yeah, at bare minimum, does in fact need that gear out of the Clean Room. As Winfei is one piece of the time spinner away from going and fighting the final boss.
Yeah, one piece of the time spinner away from full go mode. Although I'm sure she would like to have either another source of vertical or ethers in a shop or something.
Yeah.
We don't know where the pyramid warp goes to yet either. So she might at this point decide to go check the pyramid just to see if the gear is there. Empire just doing so much work there. And Waffle Soup, meanwhile, fighting Azure Queen at Boots, is that? Yep.
Yep, Azure Queen at Boots.
Also a complete pushover. Anybody at Boots is a pushover.
Yeah, Boots, being the first boss in the game, only has like 425 HP or something. And we deal a little bit of damage. Just a touch.
So our present warp was in Desolation, over on the left side. So we're going to see the fire checks from Winfei here. Probably going to high-five Waffle Soup as they go past each other on that upper area.
And there was a Kobo. So that means Winfei will have access to the Ifrit location upon entering the library.
And in the meantime, she's going to get some of the same checks that Waffle Soup's been getting. Ah, Waffle Soup turned around. Okay, so doing the horseshoe routing.
It's just one of the cleaner ways to go around. So not at all surprised that we're seeing this.
And taking advantage of that Oculus ring to get some checks that Winfei's not going to be able to get here. Waffle really needs the Oculus ring to pay off, though. Waffle Soup currently still missing that gear and missing the pyramid access. So Waffle potentially very behind Winfei, depending on how quick the next piece pops up. But if it pops up somewhere that's... Huh?
The pyramid access was a very early check in Ilana's towers, so it's not that far out of the way.
It's not that far out of the way, but it's something that she's going to have to go back for, right? She's going to have to make the decision to stop what she's doing here in the present and go to Ilana's towers.
Right. Of course.
Whoa!
There it is.
All right. Well, we know where Winfei's
last
gear
gear
is. So it's just
Waffle Soup needs to go to Yas Queen room, and Winfei needs to go to the skeleton.
Oh, that's okay. So all of Lower Desolation, Winfei didn't check, right? Winfei took the top route, getting all of the fire checks,
Winfei
and
went
then left the rest of it alone.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of checks there for her to go back and get. But Skelly isn't... Not everybody checks Skelly. You know, I try to tell people that Skelly is money, but not everybody checks Skelly.
Yeah. Might be tempted to go back once she finds the Oculus ring.
That's true. That might lead her back there. That might be like what triggers her to go back to Desolation.
But at the same time, that Oculus ring with all of the key cards, you could go make a case for Varney Towers.
Ooh, Winfei going into the
There are so many places.
Winfei tagging that save. There's only one reason to tag that save.
You should always tag that save. Save
debatable.
often.
Debatable. Saving is slow. Dying is also slow, but saving is slow.
Dying is much slower than saving is.
That's a very good point. Oh man, this is amazing what they're required to do here on single jump light wall. This whole seed on single jump light wall. Are they gonna need to get through the pit on single jump light wall? Like, I don't even know where the mysterious warp is. We don't know where the warp is in the pyramid yet.
Oh, I'm so stressed out. I can't imagine what these runners are feeling. I'm so stressed out.
Here's Ifrit.
There's the lens bangle.
Ooh, nice.
Let's be.
Oh, okay. So it's
this guy's
Zarian
to light wall.
It's Nightmare at Ifrit,
Nightmare.
which is a high damage location, but Nightmare's attacks very easy to avoid and has some really convenient resistances and or weaknesses.
Yes, so our light wall plus is doing work.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very easy, very clean fight.
Waffle heading into Zarian's caves. Still not going back to the past for all the stuff that she needs to go to. Probably waiting for vertical, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of runners like fading, the vertical heavy areas until they have not light wall.
Oh god, what a terrible Winfei, no. So they're on the left side of the pyramid, which means they're going to have to get through the pit. They're going to have to get through that giant shaft in the middle. It might still be flooded, so there's like a 1 out of 3 chance that they're not going to have to do single jump light wall in order to get all the way to the top. But, I don't know. Those aren't good odds.
Yeah, I mean, the reason she's here is to pick up checks. If it's flooded, would you rather have to sink all the way back, all the way down? Oh, never mind.
All right,
my point is invalid.
It doesn't matter
whatever.
Anymore. Everything is okay for Winfei.
Whatever. I'll stop waffling about hypotheticals. You're going down the pit now.
There's just so much to vamp about, though. All right, well, yeah, Winfei picked up Celestial Sash, which is the vertical that both of them have been looking for. It is infinite vertical, and it costs you nothing to use. And it's cheap, it's easy, it's free, everything is great.
The only downside is it does lock you horizontally. but that can be circumvented by simply letting go of the sash button and moving horizontally for a little bit. It's not particularly fast, but it is effective.
Yeah, our runners would like to have double jump to go along with this because that makes for better horizontal movement. But this is pretty close to everything they could want. But yeah, it's just a matter of when will Winfei go check Skelly, and when will Waffle go to the past. Both of them are still checking completely new checks, right? It's not like anything they're getting is stuff we already know. You know, Winfei picking up the Shadow Seal, which is completely very useful.
Mm-hmm. Shadow Seal, arguably one of the best rings. The other one, the other two that you could contend for best rings are the Star of Lachium and the Bleak Ring, which all just increase overall DPS.
Which is really what
we here in the Time Spinner Randomizer community are very simple creatures. More damage is better.
More damage is better. So Winfei heading to the Maw Caves, which is the time-shifted version of the place she needs to be. We know that there's nothing here because Waffle Soup has been through here already a couple of times. Well, the once was all she needed. Winfei is going to get one more check out of here than Waffle is because she has the Oculus Ring coming into here. But it's probably not going to be much of relevance.
I mean, what? It could be a laser?
Could be.
Could be a tablet.
I think for both of our runners' sakes, we better hope that there's no laser access.
Yeah.
They will manage to turn this jet seat into like 50 minutes going through the lab and Dad's Towers before finally coming back.
Right. That's happened to me before in practice, and I'm just like, man, had I just gone to the right location after going to the right location after going to the right location.
But you just never know. Waffle Soup is doing it.
Waffle Soup has the final gear,
but still no pyramid access.
Have pyramid access.
She's missing a laser, so she's not just gonna bum rush lab. She might go try to get to. If she's expecting to need to go through lab, this is a good excuse for her to go through the elevator towers area. But looks like she's checking Golden Idol first. Which, okay, I like this choice. This is probably what she had in mind, just immediately, like coming from that location, checking the pink room, and then checking Golden Idol. So finish out the routing that you have, which makes sense.
Yep. Hopefully won't fade Alana's towers too much after this.
Yeah, if she goes up Alana's towers after this, that's it. She's got it.
I mean, she barely even needs to go up. It's the first chest you can come across that isn't behind a breakable.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's literally that one there.
Winfei fighting the Maw. So this kind of leads me to believe that her next step is going to be finishing out the checks in Desolation.
Yes,
right.
That is what I'm inclined to believe as well.
Presumably you get this and then you go get the captain's chests in Desolation.
Yeah, you get the breakable you left in upper Desolation. You get the 2 captain's chests, and then you route lower Desolation.
Probably,
and it won't be in time.
Nope, Waffle Soup is going to be.
If she's going to prioritize the
but Winfei's already done part of the. Winfei's already done part of the pyramid. So if Winfei gets there in time, then she has access to the pyramid later on. Because Waffle's starting all the way from the left side. Oh, Winfei, are you going to get there in time?
Hey, that's my favorite spell. That was Frozen Spires Plus. Really good spell. People should use it. Winfei, you need to check Skelly.
Yep. She's checking Captain's chest first. And she doesn't have the warp for pre-Zarian kids yet. So this is the closest she can get to that, right? She'll go across the top. She'll go get the Captain's chest. She'll go get the warp. She'll go check Skelly. And, oh, the timing on this is so close. God, this is like a replay of you and my race.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's the Celestial Sash for Waffle. And the Angry Dance. Valid.
Completely valid.
Captain's chest, got a warp shard. And she's going all the way across.
She's doing it. It's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, it's so close.
Oh, my heart. I can't do this to me.
Check Skelly, check Skelly, check Skelly. Yes, okay, good. Oh my god, this is so close. That's it. That's go mode for Winfei.
She is
They're
outta
gonna
here.
be.
It's literally tied into the fight. It's gonna be tied into the fight.
They are within
Oh
a
my
second
God.
of each other right now. This is incredible. Oh, and it's flooded.
Oh my god.
So it's just down to this combat. Who can get through this fight quicker?
Oh, you hate to see Varney here.
Yeah, Varney is such a hassle late into the game.
We do have the light wall, which makes it a much
That's
more
true. With good
manageable
light walls,
fight.
this fight is not that bad. Well, Waffles cleared it.
Winfei took some pretty heavy hits.
Yeah, and Winfei
And
is now into the
Aelana
second
is
fight.
weak to aura.
Winfei using Nether instead of the
Oh, the nether portals.
Nether portals are
Also,
good, and also with Shadow Seal, right? It hits so much
Right.
faster than the Empire.
Oh, but having to heal.
Dude, that's dangerous. That's it. That's it for Winfei.
Winfei.
Winfei with a final time of 29:37, and Waffle with a
Waffle-
final time of 29:41. Absolutely
Oh.
incredible.
Oh.
That is a 4-second difference. Holy crap!
And this
That's incredible.
and this is why these two are in the semifinals. And our comeback bracket champion, Winfei. Holy.
That's wild.
That was
That's
insane.
So wild. That's so
That
good.
was
Sub 30
ridiculous.
for both of them too, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Such
sub
a good
30 for
time.
both. And that was a personal best in the race time room for Winfei. What a
Wow.
bonkers
Winfei,
race.
Winfei, that long trip across for the captain's chests down into Zarian's caves, finding that final gear. How are you feeling, Winfei?
Absolutely wild. I was literally shaking. Like, I stood up and like walked over to a table, and the table was shaking. So,
It's the table's fault. You are not
Yeah, it's the
shaking.
table's
You are
fault,
victorious. The table was shaking, clearly.
I have also been sick the past 2 days, and like with chronic pain, it's just like, this is all adding up to just my chest is hurting. Oh, hi, Waffle.
Hi.
That was
hey,
4
Waffle.
seconds.
Yep.
Uh-oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, Waffle, that was an incredible performance. So I know it hurts to be in this position, but I have to ask, how are you feeling about this seed, about this race?
I'm happy. Like, it was probably an amazing showcase, and it shows that we are so evenly matched that I'm very happy about this. I'm not even mad in the slightest.
So I recommend both of you go back and watch this race. The divergence was actually incredible. We collectively knew where all the pieces were to finish the seed as of about the 20-minute mark.
okay.
Yeah, whenever
At one point,
Waffle,
I was
whenever
like-
you picked up Skelly, Winfei already had all the other pieces. It was just when
Wow.
when are you gonna check Aelana's and get Aelana's and Yas Queen, and when will Winfei reach the skeleton? And
I
it
was-
could not have been any closer into the
Uh-huh.
final boss.
Yeah.
And hey, why not? It's right there.
Yeah.
Well,
Were you ready
that's
to
why
just-
not, I guess.
You were just in go mode when you hit that, right? I went to it pretty early and I saw that C-Sash. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, I just checked it on a whim because I was still light wall only and hoping it was flooded.
Yeah, that's what I saw it, and I was like, I don't know if this is flit or not because we started off with
Yep.
water mask, but I want to get through this, so I did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Yeah, the last like 45 seconds of this race, I don't even know that I was even sitting down for it.
Yeah, it
absolutely
was
incredible.
a little bit absurd. Just, oh, man, I have no words.
Yeah.
The
it was-
gameplay speaks enough. Like, 2 races get closer.
I
Yeah.
honestly feel like a single proc of Nether Orb on Ilana at the end was like win con for me. Like if I didn't get
Yeah.
one of those,
It really
from-
was.
Probably.
You took longer on Varney, but the
Yeah.
Nether Orb portals brought it back.
Yeah, I was thinking Empire Orb. I think I should have done Nether Orb as well. Okay.
Yeah, I just completely forgot that like I could just light wall and time stop and just set them all up, and then I was like, "Yep, this is good." And then I had like 3 really bad placed ones for like the first half. Oh, I was
Wow,
shaking
just
so
incredible.
bad. Like I didn't know you were that close behind me, but I was like, she's got to be like so close to being done. If I just found this at Skelly.
No, I thought I was ahead going into the fight too. I was actually really confident. for some
You
reason.
were
I mean,
1 second
technically you
ahead
were.
going into the fight. Technically
Uh-huh.
ahead.
By sheer technicality, you were ahead.
Oh, wow. I light walled only basically part of Velana's, and then I ran out of aura and waited for 1 aura to not get any more checks because I forgot I grabbed the one above the first ice caster. I was like, oh, I
Mhm.
got this. And then I was like, I'm not doing the rest of this. Goodbye. Just left Velana's right then and there.
So I did want to ask a bit about routing. Waffle, you ended up kind of having, between the two of you, you went to wildly different places in the beginning. Winfei checked Siren's Cave early. Winfei checked Golden Idol early. Winfei checked the early part of Ilana's way earlier than you, Waffle. Waffle, you headed kind of straight for some of the bigger areas. You waited on the past Siren's Cave in order to route it in with the Maw. Golden Idol, I'm assuming you were waiting specifically to route that in with Yas Queen. Can you speak a bit about kind of how you made those decisions?
Yeah. For me, it's all about check density. Like, where is the most number of checks I have available to me right now in a certain area? And also, just keeping in mind that light wall was my only vertical for basically the entire seed. So that kind of rules out Ilana's tower. And also, I just hate Varngroth's tower, so I almost never go there. So that just kind of just pushed me along that seed in terms of my routing.
Okay. And then Winfei, you went really early into the past Siren's Cave. Was that influenced by the early water mask?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I can just get all of water, like, mask checks down here. I can get waterfall on the way. Like, the only thing that I'm really missing, like, I wish I grabbed that light wall first, but I didn't. It was there. Because I could have gotten Bat Ledge even earlier as well. But I was like, I can clear out all of this cave down here. So, like, that's quite a bit, and I feel like not a lot of people think about that, so there could be something good in there. I did skip all of Varney's tower just because I know you don't like doing it Waffle. And then I just kind of said, you know what, single jump light wall in Ilana sucks, but I'm gonna do this, and just doing that first part was like, what was it, like 2 gears and the...
There was the gear in the Yas Queen room, there was present access in the Golden Idol location, and Ancient Pyramid access in the first check in Ilana's.
Yeah, I was like, this was a great call, and then partway up, I was like, this is a horrible call, because I just ran out of aura and I couldn't keep climbing. But yeah, I was really hoping I'd find something for vertical or even like economizer, just anything. I'm really happy I did the, like, it's not really struggle juggle, the one, like, to the right of where it can get.
The mini struggle juggle.
Yeah, the mini struggle.
Right of courtyard.
There's one time that I did it with just double jump, and I was able to get just on top of it once, and then get all the way up, so I didn't have to juggle at all. And so I was like, if I do a light wall, and then stop time and jump on it, I could probably just use like one more light wall and get up, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, that was really cool to watch.
I light wall gelled myself a couple times. I was really sloppy with those.
Overall, just an incredible performance from both of you, though. Like just watching you move through the seed was I think I say this every single time I see people of your caliber, but it's like the movement is really technical, really smooth, so it's very cool to watch.
Yeah, Waffle's got that like no hit sequencing of just everything down. It's intimidating.
As long as I get wheel early, I'm happy. And this one was pretty early, and so
pretty
I
early.
can't complain.
Yeah.
This is the second time I've beaten you out of like our 20 races or so. I feel like
Not 20.
at least 10, I'd say.
This is revenge for last year, since
Revenge for the past
Waffle's
like 3. I have second rounded Waffle for like every single year besides this one.
Yes. And now you just have to do what I did in the first tournament. You can do it.
I can. I'm coming for Tomberry.
Yep.
Tomberry better be shaking in his Tomberry boots. I think that's all the questions that I had. Zed, anything else to ask our runners?
No, I'm still a little speechless. I'll be real.
Understandable. Well, as Winfei mentioned, our next race is going to be Winfei versus Tonberry for everything, for all of the marbles. It's going to be the grand finals of the tournament. Waffle Soup, incredible performance getting to this point. It's been a pleasure watching you through this series, and seeing you take third overall, I think is well deserved. You did really good work getting up to here.
Thank you. I'm very happy with my performance. Especially after the last 2 years were just kind of bad and mid. So I'm glad to be back near the top again, where I think I deserve to be. Thank you, everyone who's helped put this tournament together. Yeah, I know it's a lot of work. So
thank you, Speedgaming, and everyone that comms as well.
Mm-hmm. Thank you all.
Well, it is a legitimate fight to get a slot doing commentary these days. But it's been my pleasure.
But we love our community here. It's always a pleasure when we can get a chance to comms, especially on matches like these. It's so awesome. Cannot understate how awesome this community is. There's just so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The Discord's a great place if you've never been in there.
Yep. Great bunch of people. Very welcoming community, honestly. Hint, anybody that has not tried the Time Spinner Randomizer, try out the Time Spinner Randomizer. While you're at it, wishlist Time Spinner 2 on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, wishlist Time Spinner 2. If any of this seemed interesting, you can also get Time Spinner 1. That's what we're playing. That's what we have here. Got a cool randomizer, or so I've heard.
So I've heard, yeah. I've heard good things about it. All right, well, let's... I think this is probably as good a stopping point as any. Winfei, any final shoutouts?
Thank you just to everyone that I've raced against. This has been a great year. Thank you, Waffle. Like, I consider you a rival in a way. Friendly rivalry. And just like, although it's very satisfying finally getting a win so high up in a bracket. Like, I'm just like staring off into the distance. This doesn't feel like it happened. So
You absolutely deserve it.
but it's been great. This has been a great year. And like you said, great community. Everything's great.
Well, we're happy to have you, Winfei.
Thank you.
Waffle, any final shoutouts?
No, I already kind of squeezed those in at the end of my last thing, so I'm good.
All right. Great. Happy to hear it. Big thank you to everybody here. Thanks to Speedgaming for helping us put these on. We definitely appreciate the hosting space. Speedgaming Live's offline convention thing is coming up soon. There's going to be some local tournaments at that place too. So if that's something that interests you, by all means, check it out. I think they're still looking for volunteers also. I don't know exactly what the timing of that is. They might not be anymore. But
I haven't heard otherwise. But
yeah, I haven't heard otherwise. But yeah, follow both of our runners, Winfei Maiden and Waffle Soup. Follow me, follow Zed, SEZ, and join the Time Spinner community. Come and check it out. It's all great stuff.
Did you say stuff about the live part of Speed Gaming?
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
covered.
Sorry, I'm spacey now.
All good. I
Don't
understand.
worry about it. We're about done here, Winfei. You can go lie down.
Go lie down. Go take several deep breaths.
Yeah.
Go tell your table to stop shaking.
Yeah, I need to go get my designated floor time in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna go do Waffle Lost.
Excellent. And Zed, anything else?
No, I think that's it for us.
I think that's it. I think that covers it. So yeah, stay tuned. There will be a grand finals coming up between Windfairy Maiden and Tomberry James in the near future. We're going to be yelling our full heads about it in the Time Spinner Discord, so that's a great place to go to see what's coming up. And thanks for hanging out, and have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.